Introducing the #1 Australian workshop that transforms your veterinary practice from a loss-making business to a powerful, profitable and effective investment.
I think it's a must, the course, because these aren't things that we're taught at university, and we're there to practice medicine, and this has really given us a good business approach.
Really, it's opened up my eyes a lot more to the health of my business.
There's very few that adopt the message of the turbocharge once they implement it, that don't enjoy their business more, whether it be from a financial or a personal point of view.
If your skills as a business owner are affecting your profitability, then it's time to turbocharge your veterinary business, created by Dr. Deirdre Gelderman. Presented by Dr. Gelderman, Turbocharge Your Veterinary Business has been the #1 business education program for vets in Australia since 2004. Now it's coming to a city near you to show you how you can turn your business from a job and a burden into a profitable, rewarding and satisfying investment. What is it that makes people come along to this event?
The fact that they're not making any money, the fact that they have at last understood the need for change and for improvement and have decided to do something about it. I guess a lot of them have been to workshops before and have come away with the normal attendee mentality, which is 8 out of 10 do nothing or 9 out of 10 do nothing. They've heard on the grapevine through the industry that the numbers from these workshops are totally different, and 1 out of 10 will do nothing, 9 out of 10 will do something. The average attendee will make some huge changes, and that's what they're hearing. That's why they're here. These workshops are very different because they go away with a plan of action. They also go away with a mind shift.
They go through uni, they're very, very good at what they do as being a vet, but business running. They don't value their service. They are well-educated people and some of the best educated people in the community, but they don't charge for it. We need to be able to, and me as a veterinary nurse, be able to get a good income from what we do, but we do it because we love the animals, but we need to actually make the place work. And with economic times the way they are, you have to be able to sell the services that you've got, make the people think that they're getting value for money, which they are, and actually realise that you are worth something and you should be charging for it.
Knowing what you do about veterinary practice now, not just from today, but after experiencing it for the period of time that you have, and knowing those sort of figures, would you buy your own practice if it was up for sale? There's plenty of people at the workshop said no. I had one guy in the Melbourne workshop about 3 years ago go home at the end of the workshop and said, "Hey, you've opened my eyes and sold his practice." Had two 60-year-olds, 62, 65-year-olds that have said that was a great wake-up call and rejuvenated their practice. They were sitting here saying, "I don't know whether I want to be a vet or not." And now they're making an absolute fortune again, because they realise things.
Turbocharge Your Veterinary Business is held over 2 days. By attending, you will be an integral part of a highly interactive training program that fills the gaps between your passion for veterinary science and the technical aspects of profitably running a business without increasing and often reducing your working hours.
And at the end of the day, there was a profit left over. And that profit was 20 to 30%, depending on the practices, which was 200 to 300,000 after all expenses.
In Australia, the event is held nationally and has been so effective amongst the veterinary industry that Senvet, Australia's premier veterinary wholesalers, has sponsored their own clients to attend.
The overall thing is that they deserve a better return on their investment. And when we go into so many clinics and they're stressed and they're hassled and they can't cope and they don't understand why, and they just want to put more people on or they want to throw more money at it. So the things that come out of the workshop, they come out less stressed. Once they implement the things, they understand why they're stressed. They understand why they're not making any money, because they all suffer this thing of thinking, well, they must be me, they must be bad veterinarians. Okay, so what they're really offering is not that it's not available anywhere, it's actually their relationship with their clients. So there are things, it's like the profitability, less stress, and they've got a lot of happier staff.
When I poll people that come here or are about to come to workshops like this, that's the #1 reason they want to improve the profitability of their business. There's a few people, like the Canberra vet practices of this world and the that say, no, I just want to learn some new techniques and tools. But the 99% of people say, I want to improve profitability. To increase your profitability, you've got to do something different to what you've been doing now. How many businesses go broke in the first 3 years? Does anyone know? 80%, exactly. 80% of businesses go broke in the first 3 years. How many go broke in the next 3 years? Another 80% of what's left, which leaves you with 6%. Vets are a highly protected industry. We are terribly protected. And now some of us are starting to shake because some of those protections are going away. 90% of the average person out there, or the average people out there, will retire on less than the median wage. 90%. In case you're not sure, that's just over half. So what you can do is reach out to the person on either side. I want you to do this. Reach out to the person on either side, pat them on the back and say, I'm all right, but I don't know about you.
So who is this groundbreaking event for? How will you know if you need to attend?
Two simple answers to that. One is they can't put braces on their kids' teeth, and two, they have to look at other similar professionals, training, investment, etc., and realise how well those industries are doing. It's interesting that quite a few of the people that come don't need to change, don't need to do anything differently, because they are already the top 5 or 10% of the industry. And they come because they constantly want to learn and improve and make small changes. So that's a small percentage of the workshop, but yeah, the bulk of them do need to change and will change.
As a participant, Dr. Gelderman provides a 100% ironclad money-back guarantee that you will leave the seminar with every tool you need to create a profitable investment. But more than that you will come away with the inspiration and motivation to make it happen. Here's a small sample of the dozens of letters our office has received.
Our average consult fee has increased by a massive 16% on the strength of your strategies, and the clients are happy.
The clinic has been valued and has gone from being worth nothing in July 2005 to being saleable at $320,000 in January 2008.
This workshop has absolutely exceeded my expectations in every way.
By the end of the seminar, you too will be looking at your business and the quality of your life in a whole new way.
But whenever you hear anyone in your business saying, oh, we've done that before and it doesn't work here. You know, I live in, and I'll use Adelaide because it suddenly came to my head, that doesn't work in Adelaide because Adelaide's different. Or that doesn't work in, Gershwin Veterinary Hospital because Gershwin's this sort of economic area and that doesn't work. Ask yourself the question, how can this work? How can I make it work? How can I do it differently? And if someone in your practice consistently says that all the time, oh, it won't work here, we can't do this, we can't do that, it might be time to move them on to another business. Because if you have people, and we'll talk about staff training and whatnot later on, if you have people in your business that consistently say that, they will hold your business back. Even having one person like that will hold your business back.
We were probably working inside our business quite hard and not actually working on it at all. And I think now we probably need to, it's been good to take that step back and be able to analyse it from afar and hopefully make some changes which will improve it. Yeah, definitely looking at it more as an investment and looking at it objectively.
Veterinary science is my vocation, not so much managing a business. So what I'm learning now is to confront that I do run a business, and I know it's a long time coming, and this has done it in a way that's made me feel more confident that I can do that.
Well, the overall idea is that there are some simple tools, strategies, techniques that they can implement to make dramatic changes in their practices, and they need to make those changes and they're fully capable of doing it. I guess the most pivotal thing is understanding the quandary that they're in, the fact that they're not earning an income which is reasonable and fair and just, even without comparing it to the other industries that they could be compared to, like dentists. And when they that's the biggest thing. They need to face up to it, and then once they face up to it, so giving them some simple tools will help hugely.
Attend a conference like this, and you have things put to you in black and white, and things appear much clearer. It makes you realise that maybe, firstly, a lot of the things that I have been doing and I have perceived have been correct, but a lot of the things that I have done and have felt were very incorrect. And I needed somebody to tell me that.
And now Turbocharge Your Veterinary Business is coming soon to a city near you. Make your practice work for you instead of you working for the practice. Invest in your future right now by registering your interest on this site or by phoning in Australia 02 4934 1900. International calls can be made by dialing country code 61 2 4934 1900.